Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Evans. I am half of the 6th grade science team along with Mr. Gutierrez, and I'm going to give you a tour of the essential places you'll need to know about here at Denny when you come into the building. So let's get started.
So this is the main hallway. This is the main hallway of the 6th grade floor. It's yellow. This is my classroom, so 136. And I am right next door to Mr. Gutierrez's classroom, 134. And there he is, arranging his classroom and getting ready for students. So if we go north in this hallway, we'll reach Mr. Lai's room. Mr. Lai's in room 132. And then up on the left here, you'll see the office pods, and that's where Mr. Gown, Mr. Amari, and Mr. Rodriguez have their offices. And so if you're seeing any of them, then this might be a place that you might go. On the left side, at the end of the hallway here, we have what we call the mural staircase. And the mural staircase is an up-only staircase. So this one, you're only supposed to go upstairs here. And we have a down staircase as well, which we'll see in just a minute. So now we're getting into the north pod, and on the right are some bathrooms, and then on the left we have the first classroom here, 142, is Miss Armstrong's room. And as we continue in towards the pod, on the left side we have our language arts rooms, and the first one being Mr. Smith's room, followed by Mr. Beck's room. And on the other side of the pod, we have Miss Fondale, who's one of our math teachers. And at the end of the hallway here, at the end of the pod, we have Miss Reese's room and Miss Reynolds Strong. So we're going to go out of the north bus zone stairwell, and this is the exit that will take you to the bus zone, and this is a down only stairwell, so we won't be going up there, but we are going to go out and we're going to go into the bus zone. So if you ride the bus, you'll come in this way, and we'll walk very quickly now, and we're going to go to the playground area where you'll see there are numbers on the walls for emergency lineup. And there's our garden, and we're gonna go hyperspeed here, and this is actually the mural staircase that I was just talking about, and this is what it looks like from the outside. So some days you might exit through that exit. So if we go up the stairs here on the right, you'll see the pickup and drop-off zone if you're not taking the bus and you're being dropped off by a parent or guardian. There's Chief Sealth High School on the right there. And on the left is the Denny entrance. And there's Miss Hamilton and Miss Woods. No doubt making some detailed plans for the return of students. This entrance used to be the main entrance, or it still is the main entrance, but this entrance is only for staff members at this time. So if you're entering the building after being dropped off, you're going to come down the hallway or the walkway here. And this is the Galleria. And you'll see there are markers on the ground to make sure that you know how to keep some distance. You might have to wait in line before you get in. And then this is the entrance you'll go into. And this entrance goes straight into the Galleria, which is a huge shared space that we have with Chief Sealth High School, and it also is the location of your tech classroom. So right there is Mr. Johnson's tech classroom, and so if you're doing tech, that's where you're going to be. And this is the Galleria, and that's Chief Sealth over on the other side there. And we are going to go left and into the area that we call the Amphitheater. So you'll be checking in right around here, and then in the Amphitheater for your music classes and for our Sakachib class, you will meet here, and the teachers will come and get you because you have to go over to Chief Sealth. And so this will be the meeting place for those students, again, for any music classes or sakatsu. There is a bathroom here on the main floor, which can be used by students. And then there is an exit into the bus zone again. And there's also the PE room, the gymnasium. So if you have PE, you'll go in through that door there. So we're going to head up the stairs. And this is our main stairwell, which is an up-only stairwell. So we're going to go upstairs here, and this is the main hallway. And you'll see on the, that's Mr. Evans there, the other Mr. Evans. And he's just walking past the art room. So there's the art room, and then he's actually going out the main exit, which we don't have to know too much about. And he'll be going by the offices as well. And we have a special guest. I've bumped into Mr. Flavors. So we're going to see what he has to say.
Welcome to Denny International Middle School, 2021. Welcome to Hybrid Learning. We're here on an impromptu tour of the school with Mr. Evans, Dr. Evans, Scientist Evans. You all enjoy the rest of your tour. This is our elevator stairwell area with some markers for social distancing. Keep us separated. You got this. Celebration of some of our Latinx heroes, old and new. Welcome to Denny International Middle School. We love you and we'll see you soon. Go Dolphins.
You will have the great opportunity to meet Mr. Flavors and our other administrators in person while we're here. So we'll keep going. These are the music lockers. So usually we use those for storing large instruments, which is why they're so big, but we won't be using those anytime too soon. And down this hallway leads to Chief Sealth and a couple of really important places. We're going to walk by also the language rooms. So this is Miss Wisdom's room. And next to Miss Wisdom's room, which is Spanish, we have Miss Lynn's room right here. And Miss Lynn is the Chinese teacher. And we also have Miss O. So there's 285, Miss O's classroom. And if we keep going down the hallway here, you'll see that we have the Dolphin Pride mural, which is pretty awesome. And further down the hallway here, we're going to get to the health center. So this here is the health center. And if you need to check in with the nurse or get a health check of any sort, then you'll go here. And right over there, if we kept going on the Skyway, we'd get to Chief Sealth High School. And this is the Galleria, and this is actually where you can see where we came in. So right over there is where we came in. All right, so we're going to go back down the hallway and past the language rooms, and we're going to go back to the main stairwell, which again is an up-only stairwell. So we're going to go upstairs, and we're going to go up to the 8th grade floor, which is also the home of our library. So right at the top of these main stairs on the left is the library, and you'll probably be visiting the library in a couple of your classes. And down the 8th grade hallway, most of you probably won't be spending too much time up here, but we have the science classrooms down the hallway there and a couple other classes. We're going to go down the, those are the science ones. We're going to go down the south pod of the 8th grade floor, and there are a couple of classes here that you'll need to know for some of you depending on your schedule. And the first classroom here on the right, just past the lockers, is going to be Miss Petrie's classroom. And Miss Petrie is in 354, so there's her classroom. And right next door to hers is Mr. Albanez, and his classroom is 356, and he's got a lot of cool stuff on his doors. So this is the south pod of the 8th grade floor, and there's Miss Olson. She's one of our dual language teachers, and then at the end here we have the social studies teachers on the 8th grade floor, Mr. Branson and Mrs. Branson. And then here we have the south pod bus zone stairwell, which is a down only stairwell as well. So the bus zone stairs go down. And so we're going to go down these stairs, and I'm just speeding up my camera. I'm not actually running down the stairs because that would be unsafe. And I'm going to go down to the 6th grade floor again, which is yellow. And now I'm in the south pod. Let me show you some of these classrooms. So in the south pod here for 6th grade, this classroom right here is Mr. Smith and Mr. Walton. And they are on this corner. And right opposite them is Miss Y and Miss Chorney. And there's Miss Gomez. She is one of our other dual language teachers. And here on the left, we have our social studies classes. So we have Miss Backlund. And next to Miss Backlund, we have Miss Lockenwitz. That's 156 is Miss Backlund's room, and 154 is Miss Lockenwitz's room. And so if we go back down, we're getting back to the beginning of our tour. So here's the main hallway again. We didn't go up this way, but you can go up this way if you go upstairs. This is for that main stairwell. And this is back into the hallway. And hey, another surprise. We've got Mr. Gutierrez there. What's up, Mr. Gutes? And as we go down the hallway, we're right back to square one. This is where we started out the tour.
That completes our tour. That is all the main parts that you need to know. You're going to get to know much better as you get to know the school, but that'll get you started.